The Best Drive with DJ Sabby. Weekdays 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Why?
It's not your regular show today. I'm sure you heard it also on the Nia Brown Shakedown when they were doing the handover to the Best Drive. Tips came through. It was an amazing moment.
We appreciate the amazing radio that you made over the past few years. And we wish you all the best in your journey.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much. So there's a couple of people here at the company who have, put some of their last
Really?
tunes
Oh, you
together
guys care about me that much? Oh
to,
my God.
to bring you some stuff.
No, guys.
So we've got some very cute balloons for you.
show hasn't
even started.
Early.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys. When you knew about this all along?
Just the beginning, my love.
I
This
wore
is
my
just
longest
the
lashes
beginning.
today,
Just the
and you guys
beginning.
are gonna mess ish up.
So yes, we
Oh
got you
my
a couple of
God,
balloons.
thank
There's
you
some
so
presents from
much,
you
guys.
for
Some
you,
flowers.
from some people, some
I
flowers
have-
as well.
Oh,
So is that the end of the gifts, or is there more stuff
This
you
is
want to
part
bring out?
one.
This
This is part one.
part one. There's definitely more surprises and more gifts coming your way.
Oh wow.
You're gonna have so much fun today.
We bid farewell to the First Lady of the Best Drive.
Yep. After 7 long years.
What a freaking journey it's been.
7 beautiful years.
It's been an amazing 7 years. I don't know where does it all start? Do I start sharing my story or how it all started? Or do you start?
My 7 years. Okay, so I started in 2013, right?
Yeah.
And as I came in at Y Academy, I came in about 2 weeks later after all the other Y Academies had started, because I actually was not chosen for the interviews.
Yeah.
It was 6 girls, 6 guys, and the one guy, I don't know what happened to him, so they decided to replace this guy with a girl, which was me. And I got called on my birthday. I came to YFM late, very late. And I got here, I took a bus from Durban. First thing in the morning, I was here before everybody came here. I think I was here at about 7:30 or something. I sat down and I got into the groove of things. Nobody liked me actually when I got here. I don't know why. And then a couple of weeks later, hey, I was everybody's best friend. So then when it was 2013, we did that, and then we did Ground Zero, right? Ground Zero is between 3 and
4.
3 and 4, yes. And
Yeah.
we did 3 and 4. Everybody
No, 4
else,
to 5,
obviously.
sorry, 4 to 5.
Yeah,
it was-
a couple of people,
Yeah.
you sort of, there's a cut down when it comes to Ground Zero. They cut quite a lot of people down, and I was doing quite a lot of groups from there. So now I was doing a lot of 4 to 5, which now meant I was sleeping on the red couch quite often, and more so sometimes sleeping in my car, so that I can actually be here to do Y Academy again at from 9 until 5, because that was actually a regular job. Fast forward, Mo Flavor then auditioned me to do his slot for entertainment, which is what Toby did. And then a couple of days or weeks later, auditioned me on your show, right? When you were doing weekends. And we did that, and none of you guys said anything. Both of you were quiet. I went to Cape Town. I was so sour, in fact. I went to Cape Town. I didn't even do my graduation. I went with my then boyfriend. And we went to Cape Town, and we chilled for a bit. And then come Monday, Monday was supposed to be programming. But Sunday I sent him an email. I was like, man, nigga, listen up here, okay? Nobody's calling me, but I can tell you what I did while I was here. So I started listing all the things that I did. And for some odd reason, on Monday, you DM'd me. Imagine if I had not checked my Twitter.
Now, if let me tell you how it all played out on my side.
Yeah.
So I just come out of the meeting because I was doing 12 to weekend, the weekend shake-up. I get into the meeting. I'm told, okay, cool, Sabby, now you're going to be taking over 12 to 3. Now, mind you, 12 to 3 is a big deal on my end, because now whoever's going to do the show with me, you need to be hot as fudge.
Yeah.
So what happens, I step out of the meeting after chatting with Dumelo. As I leave the office, now YFM's reception, it could be a movie any day. You never know what could happen at YFM reception. The academics could be there. Some of your favorite celebrities could be there. Now, here are these people, as always, like there will always be noise at the reception. Loud noise coming in the reception, but there was this one dominant voice. I'm like, who the heck is this girl?
Really? Okay.
You were very loud that day.
Okay.
You were wearing a white vest. A white vest
snap.
and jeans. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
So she was wearing this white vest and jeans. Very dominant. Mind you, not paying attention because I have that thing. I never really engage with the Y Academy until the end or until you get a job. So I step out, rush into my Peugeot 106, a very young mouse at the time. I leave, get into the car. I call the crook. I'm like, yo, the crook, there's this honey I heard at reception. Her voice is really, really dope. Your voice was really, really freaking solid. The crook says, yo, dog, look, I know we currently trying her out for breakfast for the Toby
so you
slot.
guys had actually communicated.
So there was a conversation that happened behind the
Okay.
scenes. He's like, look, bro, I generally feel if you try her out as co-host, it'll be more beneficial for her than doing a small segment on breakfast. I'm like, okay, cool. If it's not going to be a problem on your end, then why not? Let's make this happen.
Cool.
So then I reach out to Dumela. I'm like, yo, Dumza, there's this honey in the Y Academy. I heard at reception in the morning. I think there's something there. It's like, you know what? Let's put her on the list. So I had to come up with 5 names of ladies I thought they were going to be dope. So here I am putting out these 5 names. There was Melo in the cut, but Melo was still at UJ, and she got her own show, so she dropped on the list. There was another honey, I forgot her. She was on MTV Base. She was in the top 5. Then there was you. There was Yvette also in the mix. I forgot who was also top number 5, but I don't think we got to number 5.
I remember when we auditioned, we didn't get to number 2 because you were saying that you were going to audition for the entire week, or the 2 weeks, and every week I'd sit there being, okay, so what's happening now? And nothing's happening. The next week I'm like, okay, what's happening now? And 2 weeks later, you were like, we don't need to audition anybody else.
Exactly.
And Dumela had to sit me down about the industry and said, boys will use you. Boys will use you, by the way. Thank you very much for that one, Dumela. To this day, I'm still getting used.
On my end, I wanted, we did the first show. I'm like, let's just hire her so we don't have to go through this process again. He's like, look, maybe it's the first show, the first round went pretty well. Let's try it again the next day.
Yeah.
And then it went so amazingly. The energy, the synergy, everything was freaking dope. To this day, I still feel like we served GP with the meanest lunchtime radio. It was fire. 12 to 3 was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And then we came over on Drive. We bulldozed this freaking thing, and we still did to this day. And look where you are right now.
Yeah.
Fire.
I am so super excited. My journey has been amazing. I mean, from lunchtime to literally, I even said thumb-sucking producing. I did not know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
But somewhere down the line, I got into the groove of things, and somewhere down the line, I became a beast at it, I must say so myself. And I never needed validation from anybody after a while, after I realized that actually, baby girl, we kind of got this. So a couple of years later, here we are now. We're doing Drive Time, and and you bow out. I think 7 is always my lucky number, and 7 was the important number for me.
Look, we're going to be sharing a whole lot of memories.
Yes.
Tshepi's also going to be sharing a whole lot of memories. People she doesn't even know were listening throughout the past 7 years are going to be ringing up and sharing their own, memories. And also some of her closest friends, even family members, are also going to be joining us in the show. I don't know.
None of my family can speak to save their lives. So can we not embarrass ourselves?
It's great. I hope you have tissue next to you. I hope you have some form of whatever to wipe those tears, because your eyes are going to be doing a young dance or two, and it just might rain a little bit all the way down your nose into your mouth.
Please,
let's celebrate.
Also, can you also call in and also send through voice notes? I'd love to speak to all the people who've been following me from my journey, from lunchtime to the Game Changer, to Up Close and Personal, to Drive, to all these times that I've been doing radio. So it would really, really be awesome to have chats with you, and also just to hear your voices for the very last time before I leave. But for the last time,
yes,
on the best drive,
let's
go.
Wait. GP, can we all do this together? Send us a voice note while you're at it. Record yourself if you can. If you're listening for the first time, this is a big moment. Apparently, even my son loves it. So you ready? For the last time, GP. For the last time. Let's
go.
Where?
The best show on the radio. It's the best time. I say
Today, we're bidding the First Lady of the Best Drive goodbye. A friend who she's had for the first time I met her. This is the friend that I met.
Oh, no. Y'all didn't get my bestie all up in here.
Ayanda is her name.
Y'all finna get things messy.
Aya.
Hey.
She's all yours.
I'm already crying. Oh my gosh.
Mutasi, keep it together.
Mutasi, I don't know if you know this, but I remember your very first edition. I was actually still in Durban at the time. It was a Saturday. I listened with my mom, and you were wilding. And my mom was like, "What's up, Philo?" I'm like, yeah, it is. But it's those things that you say on air that make you so lovable, and That's the reason why people fall in love with you every single time they listen to you. I fall in love with you every single day.
Friend, you have to fall in love with me. What you saying?
And I'm so proud of you, and you're so brave. And I can't wait for your next chapter in life.
I love you. I love you so much. I love you. We've done all the crying. You know, my friend. You're the one that I speak to all the time, and it's so nice to have shared my 20s with you, all of my 20s with you. So
Yeah.
we're entering into our 30s, and we're going to such a beautiful chapter. And I'm so glad that I'm going into this chapter with you. So you're such a blessing in my life. I've never, ever, ever, ever in my life been too upset to not speak to you. And I think I'm so glad that God had brought me into your life and God has brought you into mine so that we can get through our 20s without being damn depressed. And coming out as confident, beautiful young ladies at 30. So thank you. And I love you. Absolutely love you. I know you're 30. You're old, so I'm not 30.
You're turning 30. Okay,
Thank you, friend. I love you.
Before we chat to the one we have queued up, another special guest, let's hear what the Y's have to say. Yo, what's up, 11 Y?
Hey, Tshepi, how are you?
I'm great, boo. What's your name?
Chloe, I'm Tshepi's friend.
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, friend, how are you?
Good, how are you? And you did say it was a phone.
I did. I keep my promises.
You do.
Friend, I just wanted to wish you all the best for the future. I love you so, so, so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
In your future endeavors. I know you'll kill it wherever you're going. I know you'll stay amazing, stay fabulous. And yeah.
That funny story with Koli. Koli was actually a listener. I met her as a listener.
Yes.
And many years later, we actually became friends. So thank you. Thank you for always being genuine in your intentions.
Thank you for always listening when I need you.
Girl, and we know. But thank you.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you for your call.
We got more wires ringing us up. What's up, 11 Y?
Hi, Tshepi. Crazy K.
It's who?
It's Crazy K. Yeah. Hello, my friend. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. My friend, I just wanted to say goodbye. I wish you all the best. It's been great listening to you and watching you grow. I mean, I met you when, I was in true love when loss was bad. And just watching you grow and blossom, your birthday camp with your girl, everything you've done, has been also propelled by Y. So I think 30 is a big change, and it's for bigger, better things. I know you're going to do great things. So, my friend, I live like a block away from you.
A stone throw away.
So I don't know what the corporate says, but I've got a bottle for you and all the best, man.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Truly appreciate it.
It's Tshepi's last show. A whole lot of voice notes coming through. One from Fifi.
The best drive.
It's Fifi. It's going to be weird not seeing you every day and seeing your beautiful face every day. I do believe, though, that there are so many magical things that are going to happen for you and in your radio career and in your life. This is the end of an incredible time in your life, and it is also the beginning of an amazing time in your life. Things are going to unfold in an incredible way, and I know anything you're going to do going forward, you're going to kick ass at it. I love you, and you're a radio beast. Effort you hard.
Weekdays 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Why?
Oh, I appreciate that. Fifi is a friend of mine. From work. She's actually one of my good friends. And when I got to YFM, she hated me. She was like, who is this girl? But I had good hair. So obviously many people will hate me. So I had really, really good, but she hated me. She's like, who is this loud girl, this tajarak girl, this popping girl? And she's actually head of copywriting. And when I went into the copyright department, literally, been together since. We haven't been separated since, and we fight a lot. She is so annoying, but I'm just as annoying to her. So I appreciate her with all my heart. I love that woman, and I love her kids. She's got 2 beautiful kids who I promised manicures. So I also need to fulfill that as an auntie and do some manicure sessions. But thank you, Fifi. You've made my time at YFM absolutely incredible. You've lifted me up when I had no hope and when my spirits were absolutely down, and I appreciate that about you. Thank you.
Another friend of yours who was always texting you. That's one thing I know for a fact.
Who?
Mbao.
Hello, darling.
Show, how are you?
I'm getting you.
Oh my gosh.
It's Kanye Mbao, by the way, GP.
You know, guys, it's a bittersweet moment. I mean, I'm like one of your biggest fans. I listen to the show almost every single day, whether going to work, going to a gig, going somewhere, and I've watched you grow. I mean, when I met you, I also felt you were very loud. I mean, when I was also at YFM briefly, when we had a shoot, you came up to me like, so you're doing radio now, you know? You've always been that girl that's always been up front. Like, so you're doing radio since when, why, you know? Anyway, but it's been such a great 7 years with you. I'd listen to you sometimes when I come back from my gigs, when you still used to do the graveyard show. And, I mean, evacuation hours always been amazing. And you've also just encouraged us to date people with money, if you know what I mean. So, we are wishing you all the best, and I'm wishing you all the best. Our journey doesn't end, but our afternoons won't be the same sitting in traffic without your opinions. I mean, Tshepi, you have opinions forever. God bless your soul, you know.
Thank you, Kanye. I think the other day I just wanted to tweet and I thought, I don't know what happened. I think I got distracted by my dog, as you may know.
Yes.
But I think they don't make them like you anymore, hey? And I think a lot of people don't know this about you, is that you're so warm, you're so welcoming, you're so nurturing, you're so mothering. And that for me is just such an amazing thing about you that I never knew. And throughout the years of knowing you, I've known you know almost quite a lot about me. I mean, you know my hairline issues.
Yeah, I do.
I've helped you with your new puppy, and we've shared experiences. We've all been exhausted by our dogs, and just been like, I've locked him out of the door. You're like,
I want to cry
him.
today.
I just want to cry in peace today. So I left him outside. So we've shared those moments, and thank you so much, Kanye, for the chat that we had the other day. It meant so much to me. I never expected it from you, but I always kind of knew that you've always got my back, but I didn't know how far you have my back. And that for me, I'll always be thankful to you, man. I'll always just know
now
that
who am I
you
going to
have
text
friends.
when I don't understand your topics, or when I'm opinionate? Like, oh.
Yeah. And you're always very first to text that
Yes,
as well.
I'm
like, man, ufuna ngithini ke mina? Yeah. Thank you for always listening to us, and thank you for always being objective in your opinions, and also just for having my back, man. Not a lot of people do that, and that for me is quite golden from you. So thank you. It's like you said, Tina, we're not finished. We still have a play date.
No, we still have play dates.
Yeah.
Now, for the longest of time that I have been working with this woman, there's one man she's always wanted to meet. It never happened. There was one day we tried to make this happen, but because of his schedule, it ended up not working out.
This is Tato
Mulalo!
Yo,
What up,
even your laugh is sexy, man. What is not sexy about you?
Tato,
Hello, Tshepi.
if you knew how many times you were spoken about during the show from 12 to 3 till now, there's a lady by the name of Tshepi Mabulane. She does a drive show here on Y with myself, and she loves you. If there's a word to best describe love, she will tell you more. Tell this man why you love him.
Firstly, let me start here. I seldom DM men, okay? And a couple of years ago, I'm not quite sure if we were still doing drive or lunch. I think we were doing drive. I got dared to DM you.
Oh.
And
okay.
I did it. I said, I'm shooting my shot. This is it. And this is probably about 5 years later. I'm still shooting my shot. I'm still waiting for a response from you on my DMs on Instagram.
You know what?
But alas,
we live on radio. Nobody needs a DM. We here.
and a strange story. There was a couple of years ago we were actually partying with you. Well, I think we were in Durban, either for the Luries or something, and you were with one of my other friends, and I was like, and
come on now.
So it was my friend, it was myself, my friend, my colleague then, and it was you on the next one. I was like, I'm Shibano, but you never noticed me, which is fine because I don't think I was looking that fly. But now I do look really, really fly, and now I'm in demand. So I'm not overselling myself or anything, but
it's a fact. It's a fact. Right?
I've always loved you. I've loved your work for many years. Let's be serious now.
Thank you very much.
I've loved your work for many, many years, and I think you're quite incredible. So thank you for always sharing your talent with us and your hotness with us. And just so you know, I would really love the directors to get with the program and have more shirtless scenes. I'm not suggesting anything, of course, but I'm just, putting in my 2 cents worth there, and a particular angle I know of you that's quite flattering. So thank you, Joe. Thank you for always sharing your talent. I appreciate it. It's my last day today, and thank you for my team for actually organizing Tato to speak with me finally. Now that you know, now I'm telling you 9-9. I'm shooting my shot. This is my shot, and I'm shooting it.
This was the shot. This was the
and
shot.
If you don't take the shot, a lot of people are listening. A lot of things might get questioned about you.
Hey. And now, had we had this talk, I'm like, is that quarantining thing happening from tomorrow?
Quarantine.
Who's your lockdown?
After that, you must be my post-quarantine.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. Thank you so much, Tato, for being on the line. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
A part of me feels like we should have spoken to you when she was still in the market. Because now she's gone.
Listen, no. Be not afraid. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about them. It's just you and I here. Don't worry about everybody else. Okay?
All right. I'll take my DMs. And respond.
You might want to check all the way to 2016, okay?
I will.
Tato, please follow her so the DMs, the next time maybe she's in the market, you guys can catch up on the conversation.
All right, my brother. I will.
Oh gosh, did we just ask for a follow? Slightly weird, but thank you, Tato.
All right,
awesome. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, cool, man. That is Tato Mulamo. Look, this is my gesture. It was so hard for me to think of a gift, but I wanted us to capture a moment that will always represent your 20s as you do a transition. So I had commissioned this young brother of mine to it was so hard choosing off your pictures.
This? Oh my God, a picture of me? Oh!
So I had him draw you. And this picture for me spoke words where...
that was shot by Sheriff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seek no questions. Ask what you need to know. Just, this is boss ass,
Yeah. Oh.
This is, for me, this is my gesture of saying... Just look at this all the time and be like, whenever you're in doubt or whenever you question anything, this phrase should tell you, don't doubt yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Did you do it for me?
This is Drew. Drew is an amazing talent.
Oh, thank you so much. This is beautiful.
So yeah.
I'm definitely going to keep it very close to my heart. Thank you for the gesture. It's such a beautiful gesture, Sabi.
No problem.
I truly appreciate it. Oh, you guys.
See, now I'm not going to bring out my flowers because, someone came with 100 flowers.
Somebody sent me 100 flowers, 100 roses, 100 white roses. Can you please tell me who you are so I know who to marry?
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. Please, they put a note, but they didn't put their name. So I'd really appreciate if you could let me know who did this beautiful gesture. Thank you. I love this frame. Thank you.
I'm going to keep my flowers.
But
the great thing about orchards, I always buy things based on meaning.
I love them.
It means good luck. It means strength. It means beauty. It means luxury. And it's flowers that don't die.
Yes, they're my favorites.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know. Look, if you just tuned in, we're celebrating with Tshepi. It's her last day today right here on YFM. She's hanging up her YFM headphones, not radio as a whole. So you're definitely still going to be hearing her. But right now, so many people sending voice notes. A close friend who's also on radio as we speak.
The best drive.
Hey friend, it's Mansui S Pout, and you know the S because you're the only person that calls me that. Do not say it on the radio. But yeah, today I'm really, really proud of you. You've come a long way and you've done all you could to make an impact. And as you walk away from this phase of your life, with everything that's happening in the world, this is your chance to start afresh. And I really hope that you look at it that way and you take life by the horns and run. Trust me, it all works out for the good. So I really hope going into the new phase of your life, you are ready. I'll be waiting on the other side with some champagne. But I'm really, really eternally proud of you. I love you, my chips. Bye-bye.
Weekdays 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Why?
Oh, Nsui, Mansu was such a B. A B is in the yeah. When I got to YFM, yes, it's this girl. She hated everybody, man. She didn't even like me. She just looked at me and she just gave me this look like she's gonna cut me. And also, fast forward somewhere down the line, we became really, really good friends. I always went to her house. She always came to my house. She's a beast in the pots, and we always, every time we had block parties, we're always just like, Mansu, you're cooking, ne? And so she's been there as well in my radio journey. I remember when I was still doing 10 to 12 as well, when I was still doing Game Changer, right after her show. And the other stations should come to my show to sit in on our show till we went home at midnight to go sleep. And we'd always just reflect on radio and how radio was and just reflect on our lives. So thank you. Your impact in my radio space and my radio life has also been quite phenomenal.
We got Tshepi on the line. Tshepi.
Hey, baby, how are you, man?
Awesome, brother. Tell us about Tshepi. Who's Tshepi in your life?
Tshepi is Tshepi, the former programs manager at YFM, but was also a former teacher at Y Academy.
Coordinator,
so he I don't know whether it was you who gave me the call. Yes, he was the one who called me, and I was in the toilet that day, and he said, yo, please come work on Wednesday. And I said, where? He's like, at YFM, this is Tshepi. And I was like, oh, okay, no, but I'll come on Thursday. I'm in Durban, remember? He says, no, I don't remember. I'm like, oh yes, no, it's fine. I'll come, I'll be there on Thursday. And when I got there, everybody else obviously was like, yo, I know what papa. But he's just like, no, man, she's fine, man. She's a good girl. All he did was just take me and throw me to the sharks. So thank you. I appreciate that.
So if I recall, I think in the interview, you were the first one there.
Yes, I was.
And you came in at like 5 a.m. or something like that, super early.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but anyway, Tshepi, I just wanted to wish you all the best. And I think what I've loved about you is obviously your honesty. And you're always very transparent with me, in terms of the kind of radio that you wanted to do, what kind of person you wanted to be. And I always appreciated that. And I think as I've listened to the show, after I've left, you've grown in leaps and bounds to be like, very, very vocal, like Kanye was saying, you stand for a particular thinking.
I remember.
I'm not necessarily part of, but I get where you're trying to go with that.
I know. I remember you sat me down in your office one day and you said, Tshepi, you have more to offer. People just want to hear a different part of you, not the part where you just want boys. You just want boys with man. I said, sure, but can I still speak about boys? And I get that, and thank you for that. Also, I think maybe after that chat, did you realize that my trajectory in radio sort of went a different way, and I found a different route and a different way of doing radio. And yes, you're absolutely right in my how deliberate I was in what I wanted to do in radio, and we actually fought a lot.
I know we did.
Yeah, we fought a lot about the type of radio that I wanted to do. But what I do appreciate about you is that you are a feminist at heart. So most of the things that I wanted to do, you're like, hey, you know what? You just do them. If they work for the women, just do them. And that is what I always appreciated about you, is the actual feminist in you that sometimes you didn't quite understand, and sometimes we had to have little fight sessions, and maybe I don't speak to you for a couple of days, but then you'd have your Kasi language that somehow we ended up talking to each other again. So you gave me a chance. Thank you. I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And it's all part of growth.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what you got next. And I think, to be honest, it's all for the best. And trust me, it'll work out.
Thank you so much.
And I'm always here. You know that I'm a phone
I know
call away.
you and Tessa.
Every
I know
evening.
very well.
Funny thing is, she was in the car with me just now, and they called me.
Really?
I'll probably give you a call later.
Tessa is his wife, who's quite instrumental also in my radio, and would help me out when something, when a guest has ditched me for my slumber party, and she was always just there and rushed to come help me because she also would, have the same energy when it comes to women and what we stand for. So, thank you. I appreciate both of you.
Another person would like to tell you that they love you. Rose.
Hi, Nana.
Oh, no. So you really do want me to cry, hey? You're like, you're not going to play this game.
We're trying to get that boss tear out.
That's not going to happen.
Tell us about Rose. Who's Rose in your life?
Rose is my sister, okay? Sure, man. Why did you guys do that? I thought, I did say nobody in my family knows how to speak.
Rose, please prove her wrong.
So Rose, Rose is my sister who I always tell the story and I always cry. There we go. It's coming.
Jeez, you might want to zoom in for this one.
Yeah, Rose. When I was in grade 5, I was in a car accident, and a car spit me out, and I rolled. It was Pumulong Tembisa. I remember that one, and I had a scar on my eye, and I couldn't go to school for a very long time. And my mom would say, my mom obviously, she was working in the municipality at that time, and she didn't have time to stay at home, and she couldn't. And my sister was there, and I think Noliko Valtech.
Yeah.
And she took time out of school to nurse me, and I remember it was cold days then, and you'd sit with me and would have the heater on and would watch TV. Did we have a TV in that room?
No.
I don't know what we'd be doing in that room, but we'd be sitting there the entire day and we'd have the heater on, and she would just nurse my eye, and I'd wake up every day and my eye would be worse, my eye would be closed, and my sister took time from her schooling to look after me, and I'll always be eternally grateful for her. I remind her about this story so many times, but I don't think she understands how important it was for me. And the older I grew and went to school and realized all these things, I realized that it's not easy to take out of school to just chill at home and take care of your little sister who was in a car accident. So she is amazing. Her husband is amazing. They just always there to listen to me. They're always just there to hear me out, and they're always just there also to tolerate the drunk me. When I'm always tipsy, my sister's so upset with me. I remember being with Ayanda, my best friend. We were so tipsy at her last baby shower. Her last baby. She was so pregnant and pissed. So thank you. That's who Rose is.
Yeah.
Did I just go?
Yeah,
Yes.
Rose, I'm sure there's something that you'd like to tell her. Please do.
Yes. You know what? Tshepi for us, man. She's a baby to us. I know to you guys she'll always be this, Tshepi, the radio personality and all that. But to us, she's our last born. She's the last born of the family. Like we call her Nunu. Like she's the baby of the family. Even though in J, and all those things, but to us, we look at her and we are so proud of her for flying the flag high for us. To see this young girl becoming a powerful woman that she is today, we are very proud of her. Wanamopedi, Oja Rai and whatever. We are very proud of her. She's a very brave young girl who has spent 7 years of her life, YFM, developing herself, developing the thing that you see in her. But she's always been a lioness, like from a very young age. I remember back at home, when we were still young, like the days that she's explaining now, she used to wear mama's high heels, earrings, hold her bag and all those things, because she's always been like that. Like that's the Tshepi that she is. Talking alone, mistress, like yeah, mistress, everybody can boss, family. So what is the person that she is? She's always been like that. We always knew that she's not a normal young child that is just going to be ordinary. She's always been extraordinary, and we are very, very proud of her. She's beautiful, and she's I don't know. I can talk the whole day. She's just a powerful young girl.
You forgot to add that I'm also a boss ass aunt. Okay.
Yes. How can I forget that? She is an aunt of five beautiful girls, 6 beautiful children, and she's amazing in that. Tshepi, guys, you have no idea what Tshepi is when she's an aunt. She forgets about her makeup. She forgets about her YFM
anything. She plays with our kids. She takes care of our kids. She's a mother. She becomes a mother to our kids. So we are very, very proud of her. Well done, Minu. And all the best in everything that you're going to do. And thank you so much for making us proud.
Thank you, Mommy. Congratulations on your resignation.
This brother even sent me a DM on Twitter.
Oh, snap.
One of them, he's literally one idiot on TV right now. Spaga.
Oh, Spaga.
You even knew who he is.
Spaga. Hello, my friend.
Oh, my sugar being you.
I know. If there's anybody who doesn't have any scruples on TV, it has to be Spaga.
Spaga, talk to Tshepi, bro.
Oh, my goodness. You did it. You made it. It's the last show. I'm so happy. This quick one, I started listening to you guys on the best thing ever while I was still in Cape Town. You know, I wasn't doing anything with my life back then.
You were listening to our show.
Yes, basically. But I want to wish you nothing but the best. This love is like a beautiful war. I always tell you that.
Yeah. Shout out, man. That is Spaga.
Thank you, Spaga. Spaga. You're amazing.
Now, this dude, when I joined Y, this dude used to, the culture of Y, go Kwaran. To this day, every time I link up to this dude, he's like, yo, Sabi, keep back announcing, but let Tshepi speak, ne? Let Tshepi speak her speak.
Who is this?
It's Mac G.
Oh!
Yo, Tshepi, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. It's so crazy, man. Like, we've never met.
I know, right? I'm like low-key fanning out.
He fans out for you so crazy.
Really?
Mac G
it's
loves
so crazy. Like every time I see Seb, I always tell him, I'm like, yo, dude, you do know that Tshepi makes the show, right?
And he's not lying. He's always having me.
So I don't know, since you're leaving, you might have to change the name from the best drive to the whack drive. You know what I mean?
Get yourself a chill pill, my nigga. Huh?
No, but honestly, like I don't know you from a bar store, but I feel like I know you because I listen to your show all the time, and I just love your vibe, man. Your authenticity, like you're not scared to speak your truth. You know, whatever it is, whether you're wrong or you're right. And I just love that about you, man. You remind me of like a young Dineo Ranaka, unapologetic, and you're just doing your thing and you're killing it,
Oh wow, that's what I'm saying. I'm low-key fanning out, so I don't even know what to say. I feel like, geesh, guys, I'm speaking to my. Okay, thank you so much.
Where are you going? Are you going to 5FM? You taking?
Hey, that's why you got fired.
Do you see?
My daughter.
Do you see? Do you see yourself?
That's why you got fired. Relax. Bye-bye. Go podcast and show.
I was about to even say something. Please invite me to your podcast, Mac G. Is he still on? Mac G, please invite me to your podcast.
I'm here.
Please invite me to your podcast.
Yeah, of course. Definitely. You're more than welcome.
Please don't say that just because we're on radio.
No. I kid you not, man.
And just because, I've got a lot of content,
For days.
Thank you. Anyways, thank you so much. I've always loved your work and I'm such a fan of your podcast. I'm a big YouTuber. I love to watch YouTube a lot, and I watch it as I get dressed. And for me, your podcasts have always just sort of kept me company, and I've always laughed through it. I love your authenticity. I've always loved how smart you are, how witty you are, and radio doesn't know what they're missing out on. But what I love about the world and where we're going is that we don't necessarily need to go through radio for us to be heard. And that's one thing that you got right and you're still doing right. So I appreciate you. Thank you for being a game changer. Thank you for being a leader in any space that you are that you occupy. So, and thank you for being a fan, yo. Thank you.
Are you talking about me, Tshepi?
I'm talking about you, Matthew.
Wow, freaking hell, man. Thank you so much, man.
You both are fanning out.
We're both fanning out at the same damn time. How about that?
Look, man, lots of voice notes coming through. Spare names.
The best drive.
Yeah, it's on. What up? It's Spectacular and DJ Names. We're just taking a break from doing that other big radio show to just come and show some love to our beloved Tshepi as well. It's your last day. And I got to say, man, I listen to the podcast, sometimes you've been so phenomenal over the, few years that you're doing your thing. A whole 7 years, Choma. Man, nothing but the best is what we wish for you.
I've always wondered how old you are, but now 7 years explains it. But once again, shout out to you and all the best for the future. Lots of love. The Kings of the Weekend. Now play that Oko Koko.
That's it. That's all
yeah,
you
yeah,
asked.
yeah.
I knew
I-
it.
Shout out to you, Sabby. Always love. Shout out to YFM.
Weekdays 3 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Those are my boys. I call them by their names, by the way. Just so you know, I don't call him Spare. I don't call him. I'm kidding. Thank you, Spare. Thank you, Lebo. I really, really appreciate both of you. I mean, they're not listening right now, I suppose, but they've always been so instrumental also in my radio. Lebo's so cutthroat, man. Like sometimes it's just not nice to hear the things that he has to say because he's just so brutally honest. But I appreciate that about him, and I wish it doesn't change. And Spare also, on the other hand, I mean, he always FaceTimes me without my hair and my wig on, and he's always just telling me how ugly I am. But I also love his sense of humor. He's always been such a great person to cheer me up, especially when I was not feeling well, or you know, when my spirits were a bit down. He always knew what to say and how to say it. So he has tact, and that's what I love so much about his pace. So thank you so much to the boys. I'll always appreciate you guys from the time when you guys were in KZN to where you are right now. You guys have always done such phenomenal work and have been consistent. And I won't be at your party.
I need to play more. There's so many. There's
Oh,
so
really?
many.
Oh, snap.
The best
There's so many.
Hi, Tshepi. So 7 years later, it's time to say goodbye, baby
my
girl.
sister!
I'm so proud of you, Manakoha. You have no idea. What I secretly admire about you is how brave and intelligent you are. And what I know is that you'll find success wherever you go and no matter what you do. And I hope it's in Devon for babysitting purposes. Love you always.
Hi, Auntie. We have one thing to say to you. You know the wall in my bedroom? Well, this is what it says. You're off to great places. Today's your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. We love you, Auntie.
Weekdays 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Why? The best
There's
drive.
more.
Yo, what up, Best Drive? What up, Best Drive fam? DJ Sabby. Tshepi, my love. Ish. I send this with a very heavy heart, my G. I just want to wish you the best in your next endeavors, whatever it is that you're going to be getting up to. You know how I feel. We've spoken, we've cried, we've laughed, you know, we've sworn, we've almost done everything together, my G. It's been a blessing to have worked with you for the past 3-4 years. It's a blessing to have known you, and without you, I probably wouldn't be the OG that I am today.
Oh, wow.
Everything you've taught me, from producing on lunchtime and implementing that into the Best Drive. We had a crazy 3 years, and I think, you know, wherever you are going, they are lucky to have you. And I just hope your brand grows and you just keep making money, my nigga. I got a shot waiting for you after this show.
Weekdays 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Why?
All right, I'm going to bring everyone in. I'm going to save all these other clips that are coming through. We'll be late by news. Okay, KG, I'm going to play that clip, I promise. Anati, you got a bottle in studio breaking rules. We out here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be fired or anything. I mean, you
mean,
can have the bottle in the studio.
You can be fired, but me on the other
it's
hand.
in your hands. It's in your hands. Tshepi. My word.
Naughty.
Jeez.
Who are you going to tell your stories? Oh, you've got Lumko to tell your stories too.
But Yamaz Mkune means that Kemandi's has got a hangover, doesn't speak to me, and you're always there.
And I suspect Lumko's pregnant.
No, guys, for real, he's been napping a lot lately. We're very worried. But Tshepi, my word, you know, forget everything else. I think very few people are able to give themselves to the craft. You, on a daily, from when you are dumped to when you get a new boyfriend, to when you feel like life is coming to an end, to when you feel like, you know, the way you look at life is not the same anymore, growth is not the same anymore. You spent your 20s at YFM. Which is what YFM has done for a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
You had to grow at the station. So we saw you grow and we saw you become a different woman and changing as well and becoming yourself. And watching that has been amazing because you've put that on the microphone.
Yeah.
Who you are off air is who you are on air. And I think, you know, those of us that are your friends off air appreciate that about you as well. Is that we're able to cry with you off air, but we can cry with you on air as well. And I know the listener listening right now is like, oh my gosh, my girl is out of here. What do you mean? And I think don't ever put yourself lesser than you are in what you've done in people's homes. You know how radio works.
Yeah.
You know that all you have is our voice and our stories.
Yeah.
And you have done that for so many young girls.
Thank you.
And I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
And you've become a mom now.
A mom?
If you don't know, Luna.
We late, but all right.
Crunch with Kutso Teledi.
Tshepi.
She has a job-ready boot camp. How did your mother inspire you to say, Tshepi, let's do this, baby girl?
For me, more than anything, I've always seen my mother being the give person. And to the point where my mom would adopt kids. You know, I'd come home from school and she didn't go to work because she saw one girl walking in the streets as a para uniform. And she went to go buy a uniform for them. And I'd come home and they're wearing my school clothes. She's cooking for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where I've always seen what my mom does. And for the longest time, we've always lived with family members from extended families, because my mom made sure that whoever cannot in the family, she will.
Hi, Tshepi. It's Tamia, one of the girls that you took for the Dragon Spike Slumber Party in 2018. I'd like to thank you for the impact that you've made in my life. You taught me to have confidence in myself and take control of my future. The vision board that you encouraged us to make that day is no longer a fairy tale, but the reality that I'm living. You once told me that where I come from does not determine where I'm going. I'd like to encourage you to keep on doing the wonderful work to other girls as you have done for me, and always keep on being the amazing Tshepi that I know. Oh my God. I love you so much.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, guys. I said the tears were not going to come out. The tears came out. Thank you so much. And I was just telling Anati yesterday that it's going to be so strange to not come here anymore. So thank you to the many years that I've invested here. I'm thanking myself, number one, but also I'm thanking everybody else who's been part of my journey, the long-time friends that I've made, the people who've helped me to where I am today. I remember the first time the crook, I did traffic and I really, really botched it. And the crook was saying to me, you need to learn how to do traffic. And he was so mean. But like that pushed me, that had to show me that radio is not here to nurse your feelings. Radio is here, we're here to work. Do you know what I mean? So that for me has always been my modus operandi. That's how I worked and that's how I operate, is that no matter how I'm feeling, I gave my best to this craft and I gave my best to YFM. So I've made so many friends and I won't name them because I might forget a few, but thank you so much, Sabi. You've been such an incredible pillar. I don't imagine having done radio, having done this journey without you, having kicked ass in radio without you. We've done some really, really great radio and we've done some really, really terrible radio, and we've always acknowledged the terrible radio that we've done. But we've also acknowledged the greater radio, maybe more than the others, getting in trouble with the BCCSA, etc. So thank you so much. We've been through it. Guys, I don't even know where to start. Dumelo, thank you. You trusted me, a 23-year-old who knew F all about radio, and you just said, okay, let's just give her a chance. Thank you. That opportunity saved my life. Hasina Kasim is our MD. Girl, every time I speak about you, I'm always a mess. And I say thank you for always trusting me. Thank you for always giving me a chance. And thank you for always hearing me and sitting me down in your office to ask me what the problem is. You never failed me, even to this day, and I'll say that confidently. Thank you to all my friends at YFM. You guys have kept me so damn sane. My family, I don't have... F what you say, you guys don't have family. I have family, okay? Because my family is damn great. They've always been there to hear me out, to listen to me, to my hour conversations. You guys have been nothing but amazing. So this is not a goodbye by any means. This is an I'll see you later. It's been such an amazing run. 7 years of doing radio. Anybody who's in broadcasting will know how hard that is to get through it and get through it successfully. So thank you. Best Drive listeners, you are my top 2 and I love you with all my heart and I'll never forget any of you guys. Thank you for the last time. Let's go home.
Why?